Welcome into Tennessee Titans today. I am Tom Downey. Some minicamp news, notes, takeaways, etc. coming at you guys as the Titans have begun their minicamp portion. As promised, we begin with the news on one Kevin Byard, as he did report 2 mandatory minicamp. Most players across the league have, not necessarily every single one. And in light of the Titans requesting Byard to take a pay cut, there had been rumors, speculation, maybe hopes from other fan bases of maybe we could get him on our team. Well, he showed up, and not only did he show up, he showed out as well. Several big-time plays, broke up a team pass intended for Chigokonkwo against Ryan Tannehill, stopped Tyjae Spears short on a third down play. I know that there were the rumors around Kevin Byard following the pay cut request, which I didn't really think made a lot of sense. I would have extended him. Whatever. He's not going anywhere. No surprise there. Byard is going to remain a core part of this Titans team this year. Now, if you guys want even more mandatory minicamp coverage, then our mandate today, is that too on the nose? I don't know, is to like today's video. The more likes we get, the more views we get, the more videos we can do for you guys. Help us out by liking today's video right now. Let's discuss Derrick Henry, who was asked about the trade rumors that have been circulating around his name all throughout the offseason. Henry seems unbothered, undeterred, unconcerned about those. He is in the last year of his deal, and he did, by the way, show up earlier than some previous years with the offensive change. Henry called it an entirely new offense, so perhaps I downplayed the changes coming from Tim Kelly. But Henry was asked about him, about Ran Carthon, and et cetera, and had this to say. Talking to him, meaning GM Ran Carthon, meeting him in person, I put a face with the name. Just doing all of those things. When we get to football, we're not worried about all that other stuff. So nothing too shocking, I suppose, from that standpoint there. I think Derrick Henry knows he's still a very good football player. I mean, even a decline in production is still 4.4 yards per carry behind I even call it what it was, a pretty mediocre at best offensive line. This is the final year of Henry's deal. His next 2 years end up voiding. He does turn 30 next year. Maybe Henry is built more like the Adrian Peterson, who can have a longer career despite most running backs, once they hit 30, the wheels fall off and they're kind of cooked. So maybe Tennessee wants to see how this year plays out. But what do you guys want to do with Derrick Henry? Would you extend him before this season, or would you let the final year of his deal play out? It's the pinned comment on today's show. So if an ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there, type in Y for yes or N for no. Next up on our minicamp news, notes, takeaways, etc. video, how about some Sean Murphy-Bunting praise? The free agent pickup at corner had himself a pretty strong day. No Christian Fulton. More on that in a little bit. So it was Murphy-Bunting who was going up against the number one receiver, Treylon Burks, and sounds like he got the advantage of them as the defense continues to, for the most part, outpace the offense at these minicamp OTA practices. Bunting has missed time the past couple years, 12 games in 2022. He played 9 games in 2021, but that 2019 year was really good. He's shown plenty of flashes, impact, promise, comes in on a 1-year prove-it deal. I'm excited about him. For now, we'll put him at cornerback 2. There's also guys like Roger McCreary, Elijah Molden. We'll see if Caleb Farley can ever stay healthy, unfortunately. But it is also worth mentioning that Christian Fulton was not on the field during day 1 of mandatory minicamp. That might change for day 2, day 3, etc. But Fulton was not participating in the first days of minicamp. He is in the building. He's not like it's a holdout or anything. He was at OTAs, etc., kind of missed the first week, came in afterwards. So we'll keep an eye on Fulton, who has battled some lingering issues in years past. Injury issues, I should say, by the way. And we got a deal for you guys. Titans hats are on sale. You can get the nice, the light blue, the navy, or you can get the combo pack, a t-shirt and a hat, basically 2 for the price of 1. It is the best deal that our friends over at Fanatics offer. To get the deal, go to chatsports.com/Titans hats. That link will be in the comment section and in the description of today's show, so don't delay. It's a perfect last-second Father's Day gift for your dad or someone in your life who's a father. It's a great gift, as long as they're a Titans fan, which I'm sure they are, right? chatsports.com/Titans hats. Some more praise for various players. How about Tyjae Spears? He continues to flash, and this has been a constant drumbeat. Always a good sign to keep an eye out for, or maybe an ear out, I guess, for various what we call drumbeats of consistent, similar refrains of this was good, this was good. And that's what we've heard almost every single update I see is, hey, Tyjae Spears made some nice plays. He's drawn praise constantly from the media. He's making impact splash plays. He has enough talent to have a role on this Titans team in year one. He showed it at Tulane. Go back. If you ever want to get excited, that's what we're in, right? We are in off-season, preseason mode. It's all about hype. It's all about excitement, convincing yourself or getting on board the hype trains in general of various players. If you ever need to get excited about a player, go watch their highlight reel. And just go watch Tyjae Spears against USC. He torched them in the bowl game. Derrick Henry, of course, is going to be RB1. There is no doubts about that. That's not going to change this year, barring injury. Knock on wood. But Spears is good enough as a pass catcher, as a situational rotation back, to have a role. I bet he ends up being RB2 over Hassan Haskins in year one. So when it comes to the rookies in terms of their impact this year, which one are you most excited about? We'll talk about another rookie here in a little bit, but I want you guys to sound off for me in the comment section. It is minicamp/OTA time frame. Then there's going to be a bit of a lull of about a month and change before training camp gets going. But our coverage is not stopping. Don't miss out. Hit that free sub button right now to get even more Titans videos almost every single day at youtube.com/Titans today. We will once again check in on Will Levis, who had maybe not the best last open OTA portion of practice. Continues to be up and down. Seems like the phrase is along the lines of, shows good arm strength, good mobility, flashes the high-end traits, and makes some nice throws, also misses guys, throws behind, throws above, whatever it is. And that's both okay and not necessarily surprising. It was the same way at Kentucky. The big issue for Will Levis is, and you even saw it if you happened to catch the, as producer Sam sent to me, which we did not show because we're being nice on the right. So anyway, the missing of the net altogether from not that far away from Will Levis on a throw. When Levis's back foot comes up, that's when he tends to run an issue. When that back foot stays a bit more planted, he doesn't tend to over-rotate or miss high or miss wherever. So it's mostly a footwork issue for Levis, which can be corrected. He just has to be a grinder and work his ass off to get there. And the nice part is there's time. You don't have to play Will Levis in year one. You're probably not going to play Will Levis in his first year. It would kind of be a bit of a potential red flag. It would be a red flag somewhere if Levis played in his first year. Either the Titans are out of the playoff race or there are injury issues, because I think Tannehill still unquestionably is a better quarterback at this stage. But long term, when it comes to Will Levis, what is your confidence level in him being the guy, being the franchise QB for this Titans team? Not just for a couple years, but for a long period of time. Sound off with the scale we have on screen. 1 to 10. 1 on the low end, you don't believe in him. You want Hendon Hooker. 10 on the high end, you are convinced he's going to be even better than Trevor Lawrence is. Sound off in the comment section right now. One more note before we go here on the kicker. So Caleb Shudak, who kind of took over down the stretch a little bit at times for the injured, inactive Randy Bullock, almost forgot his name, excuse me. He has not been participating in any of the open OTAs, minicamp sessions. He's been out with what I assume is an injury. So Trey Wolf, the rookie UDFA out of Texas Tech, has been handling kicking duties. And so far, after missing 2 at day 1 of minicamp, going 7 of 9, he's been 23 of 25. He missed from 44 off the right upright, and then 55 as well. Sailed that one wide right. But he's made short. He's made long as well. And if Caleb Shudak continues to miss time, maybe Trey Wolf could be a surprise UDFA who makes the roster, because that sets them up from a, hey, we have our kicker perspective. So we'll keep an eye on Trey Wolf. I was not expecting a kicker position battle at camp. Might have one when it's all said and done.